To me, that's really atrocious to do that. When universally the white flag meant either surrender or that you were at peace. And he killed a lot of old people and babies and women. And there was not that much opposition. I mean, there was, but the surprise and how well the cavalry was armed was too overwhelming for that.
My grandfather had just got with his wife, and she was pregnant. And so there was a horse herd. They were trying to cut off the horse herd. And that my grandfather whistled for his horse. And that horse come and he threw that buffalo robe on that horse. And he put her on her, and those horses, and they took off. She rode off with those horses. And he took off, and he seen a little boy. Well, they taught the kids not, they don't cry, but he was shot. So he picked up that little boy, and he ran with him, and there was this woman walking. Her scalp was gone, and she was holding her face up.
There was a lady in Watonga that had survived Sand Creek. Her name was Yellow Woman, and she had a bullet hole in her thigh that the soldiers had shot her when she was 6 years old at Sand Creek. And she grew up very old. And she showed everybody that black bullet hole that the bullet went straight through.
We had an ancestor at Sand Creek. Her name was Red Dress Woman. Her mother had her run and dig a place in the sand, the banks of the river. They dug a hole, and there was overgrowth that kind of went over the banks. So they went in there and they dug, and that's where she hid. Red Dress Woman hid.